So pertaining to the COVID variant, Delta, and when you think of Delta being a sleep state or a state your brain enters into pertaining to sleep, and sleep being the cousin of death, then we can recognize certain attributes of our being, such as we have an autonomous factor to us, and we have a parasympathetic factor to us as human beings and individuals. And I think that pertaining to the coordination and things of this nature and what happened after CERN is that many people were spirit was transported to a place I call Illa or Kylo, and their body is still on Earth. Okay, so I do believe that oftentimes, like when you going back to these trophy wives, and if you're married to the game, that when you meet a nice young lady that you find in town that you haven't seen around that part of town or anything like that whatsoever, or these individuals that get these trophy wives, I mean, pertaining to the spirit that they have in them, like these trophy wives can have spirits from you know what I'm saying, deep state. You know what I'm saying? When you see movies where it's like Vince Vaughn and they have a young girl or a teenage girl playing the role, where Vince Vaughn is like the secret counsel of this girl. And anytime you have secret counsel is when you have those thoughts to yourself that exclude the rest of the world. Not that you should say everything that you think, but where the benefactor of the things that you are thinking is an oppression or a hindrance to other individuals, then you would be privy to a certain knowledge, and that knowledge would be as a serpent going upon its belly. Okay, because your sensual appetites will then outweigh the needs of other individuals, put you in a superficial superiority. All right, and these are these thoughts that benefit oneself by the oppression of others, would be as a secret counsel or this whispering spirit that you hear in your ear that is as a hiss, the secret counsel, or it sounds like a hiss when people are whispering to one another, or a gossip, so to speak. These are, the traditions of men and what have you, that causes one to go, astray. All right. And these are this is kind of like a different type of day and age, and a different type of day and time. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be careful, because if that spirit comes from deep state, all right, that you are dating, and the fruit looks good to eat and to be wise, meaning you court someone that, on the outside, everything looks on the up and up. They got nice teeth and everything else like that. Their spirit could be a spirit from, you know what I'm saying, another place. All right, out on a certain release, you know what I'm saying, or a spirit that has crept out from another place. A lot of these campsite models and things like this are able to astral project. I don't know how it works exactly. Into the minds of other individuals. This astral projection thing is real. Like I said, when I was at home and I drew a diagram in my room, like 30 miles away from the, maybe not 30 miles, maybe about 20 miles away from my house, someone drew that had that same drawing, the exact same drawing, on a door, okay, on the fourth floor in a shelter when I did security. And I had never been to that place before in this lifetime. All right. And the individual that lived there, his name was Ray. Okay. And then people started calling me Ray and trying to cause confusion. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that this thing is linked into this esoteric or this secret schools type of situation. So I thought Ray was a connotation to Christ, you know, because I am Christian. Okay. Uh, I don't know anything about mystery schools or anything like that. I don't really mess with any of that. All right, respectfully. Uh, so, this caused a confusion as well. And as it would seem to be like there was a relation between me and the man on the fourth floor. It would seem to be a relation also in the sense that the drawing that I drew was on the door of the gentleman on the fourth floor. And this is something that is an extra dimensional paranormal phenomena, and I don't know what could particularly have caused it. And it seemed like that drawing had been there on that door for quite some time. But within this lifetime, I had never even been to that shelter. You know what I'm saying? I had been working there, but or I had just started working there, but I had never been to that shelter. And that was something that was very striking to me, because how could that particularly happen? Okay. So I don't know if some type of witchcraft was done, like as in the movie Chucky or something like that, but I just found it to be a very bizarre and ominous phenomena, you know. But with this being said, you guys, peace and blessings be with you all. I'm out.